Hello and welcome to the Sumo Jojo channel. Day 10 has come and gone, so now we're entering the final stretch of the September Grand Sumo Tournament. Spoiler alert, if you haven't caught up to Day 10 and don't want to know what happens, pause the video and come back when you're ready. I'm Joe, and today I'm taking a look at who's sitting atop the leaderboard, who's primed for a shot at winning the title, and I'm going to examine how Wakatakakage is doing in his chase for ozeki. That and more are coming up right now. First things first, here's a look at the leaderboard. The cream has been rising to the top as the Yokozunas are 1-2 with Hoshoryu off to a 10-0 start for the first time in his career. He's followed by Onosato, who's won 6 in a row since losing to Hakuoho on day 4. They're followed by Aonishiki, Takanosho, Shodai, and Ryuden, who are all sitting at 8-2. But the standings are going to get shaken up a bit after day 11 with Aonishiki set to take on Shodai and Takanosho facing off against Ryuden. So is this the Hoshoryu we've been waiting for since he got promoted back in January? He's still chasing his first Yusho at Yokozuna, but being unbeaten certainly makes him the favorite. He's looked strong so far, and that toe injury seems to have fully healed, but he still has some work to do. Onosato's looming at day 15, but he also hasn't faced Kotozakura, who owns a 6-4 lead over their last 10 matches, or the always dangerous Aonishiki. And right on his heel is someone who's looked even more dominant this Basho, and that's Onosato. Outside of his loss to Hakuoho and a slight scare on day 9 against Wakamoto Haru, he hasn't looked like he's broken a sweat. He's doing what he's supposed to, keeping his opponents in front of him and then bullying them out of the ring. It'll be interesting on day 15 if they're still neck and neck. Onosato hasn't had the best record in their matchups, going just 2-6. And one of those wins was because Hoshoryu had to pull out of the match. Shodai's turned back time this tournament. Yeah, I know he put up a couple of 10-win Bashos last year, but he hasn't had an 8-2 start since January 2021 when he finished with a Junyusho. He's looked good against the middle of Magashira, but with the schedule ramping up for him in the next 5 days, I just don't see him picking up much more than a couple of wins in order to reach 10. His opponent for day 11, Aonishiki, is just, doing Aonishiki things. The kid bounced back from a 2-2 start to win 6 straight, including victories over Sekiwaki's Kirishima and Wakatakakage. The only person left in the Sanyaku slate is Hoshoryu. It seems like a 4th 11-win tournament should be easy for him, but if he beats Hosh and the guys at the top suffer a couple of losses, he could be a dark horse to sneak in, force a playoff, and win the whole thing. Takanosho is having a nice little run. He locked in his 3rd straight Kashikoshi, something he hasn't done since 2021, and he could get a couple more wins. Ryuden on day 11 is certainly beatable, but beyond that, he's going to have some rough matchups to close the tournament. As for Ryuden, he's off to the best start he's ever had in his Makuuchi career, but I don't think we're getting another bottom of the Magashira champion this tournament. Against the other leaders, he only has a winning record over one of them, a surprising 2-0 mark over Aonishiki. And he's never faced Onosato, but I'd bet dollars to donuts that Ono would win that one easily. Alright, time for our ozeki watch. Wakatakakage, how's he doing? Not so hot. He's lost 3 of the last 4 to drop to 5-5 in the tournament. If he wins out, he gets to 10, but he's been struggling. 3 of his losses were to guys he's had winning records against, including Hakuoho, where he's 3-1, Tamawashi, where he's 9-5, and Hiradoumi, where he's 5-1. I think this ozeki run is done for him. And that's my update on the September Basho. So who do you think is going to win? I'm sticking with my pick of Onosato, but I think it's going to all come down to day 15 against Hoshoryu. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know of your prediction in the comments below, and help our channel by liking and subscribing. I'll be back after the tournament for a recap and breakdown of what the heck happened. Have a good one, and I'll see you soon.